Hello, Smash fans! My name's VideoGameFreak623, VDF for short.
And I'm Ceraph. You may remember my Kingdom Hearts viewpoint back in episode 22 of the podcast.
And I come from nowhere. Now, before we get started with the top 10 moments of Show Me Your News, I'd like to take a moment to thank Ceraph here for helping me put this Flash video together, because without him, well, there'd be no video. Now, this is primarily my entry, but assuming this video wins, Yoko and Panda found it in the goodness of their hearts to let both of us appear on the podcast, that'd be swell. Well.
You know, I wouldn't mind that either.
Now, on to the top 10 moments to Show Me Your News, in our humble opinion, of course. And here to help us portray these moments are Yoko and Samurai Panda! Puppy. And now, without further ado,
Number 10.
Welcome, Smash fans, to this special flashback edition of Show Me Your News, just in time for Christmas. Unfortunately, Yoko cannot be with us for episode 25 as he is visiting family out of state for the next 2 weeks, so I, Samurai Panda, decided to continue the podcast in his stead and will be your host for this episode. This special edition marks the longest podcast ever, clocking in at over 3 hours. I do not suggest that you listen to this whole podcast in one sitting unless...
The Panda Cast came in at number 10 because most of us feared the worst when Yoko announced he would be away for 2 weeks. But Samurai Panda stepped in and really outdid himself, with the podcast clocking in almost 4 hours. This was a tremendous feat and is definitely worthy of a spot in the top 10. However, Yoko was barely present in this episode, only being able to contribute a few emails. Yoko is and always was Show Me Your News, so it's kind of hard to have one of the top 10 moments of SMYN history not have him. Thus, PandaCast gets 10.
now, moving on to...
Number 9.
So now let's move on to Big 33. or the Big 3.
For those of you who
Dang
don't speak
Skippy.
speak.
Whoa.
Dang Skippy.
Where'd that come from?
We're moving on to the Big 3.
give it more of a southern accent there.
Dang Skippy!
Yeah.
You young little whippersnappers, you dang Skippy.
That's not really a southern accent. That's more of like, I'm a cowpoke on the western front in the frontier.
How do you
Yeehaw.
put these words?
If I had a southern accent, I would use it, Yoko.
Oh, okay.
Lay off.
The last time I heard
If
cowpoke was
I
at
had a
least 10
British
years
accent,
ago.
I would use it a lot better, and it'd be a lot more realistic. How about that?
You are forgiven.
All I know is that once Buzz said that, I had an urge to bust out like a washboard and start rattling it up and down.
Have a little joke. Doop, 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 doop.
Dang Skippy.
How can you not love Dang Skippy? It's Dang Skippy!
Dang Skippy!
And now it's time for...
Number 8.
Anyway, we have to move on to the Samurai Panda Conspiracy Theory.
Oh,
So,
man,
Dun dun dun.
the rhyming does not sound good in that deep voice, I'm sorry.
Conspiracy Theory then.
Conspiracy Theory.
That's being silly.
Now, I know a lot of us, myself included, didn't really like the idea behind Panda's conspiracy theory. I mean, a starting roster of only 14 characters? This was less than the number of starting characters from Melee. But the fact of the matter is, whether or not we liked it, it was a good, strong theory, and well supported. So, with the recent roster leak, it seems that it's kind of debunked, which is a great thing indeed. But hey, it was still a great theory while it was around. And now...
Number 7.
He wants to be the very best, like no one ever was. To punch them is his real test, to knee them is his cause. He will travel across the land, kicking far and wide. F-Zero racers to understand the power that's inside. Falcon Punch, gotta punch 'em all. It's to the lead. To punch is his destiny. Falcon Punch. Oh, no one's his friend in a world he must offend. Falcon Punch, gotta punch 'em all. Show me your moves. His knee will kill you too. He need me, then he need you. Falcon Punch. Gotta smash 'em all. Gotta smash 'em all. Falcon Punch. Falcon Punch.
Hey! I thought we agreed no singing.
Aww.
Anyways.
Number 6.
Well, you know what I'm giving it?
Hmm?
I'm giving it a pie.